Comparing decimal numbers. To compare means to use one of these three signs: less than, greater than, or equal to. In a decimal number, the part before the point is called the whole part, and the part after the point is called the decimal parts. The numbers in the decimal part are called decimals. We have 3 decimals in here. 5 is the 10th digit, 7 is the 100th digit, and 3 is the 1000th digit. Now we have 3 cases. Let's start with, suppose we have 13.5 and 17.62. We can notice that we have different whole parts. So we can know directly that 13 is less than 17. No need to compare decimal parts. Second case, suppose we have 17.83 and 17.62. Here we have the same whole part, equal whole parts. We cannot compare them, so we should compare the decimal parts. 83 is greater than 62, so 17.83 is greater than 17.62. In the third case, suppose we have 17.9 and 17.241. Since we have the same whole part, we should compare the decimal parts. Some of you may think that since we have 241 here greater than 9, so directly the second number is the greatest. But it is a wrong answer. We are not allowed to compare decimal parts unless we have same number of decimals, same number of digits after the point. Here we have 3 digits after the point, so we need to add 2 useless zeros after 9. Now it is fair enough. We have 3 digits after the point here and 3 digits after the point there. We can know that 900 is greater than 241, so the first number is greater than the second number. Let's repeat. We have 3 cases. In the first case, we have different whole parts, so we compare the whole parts. 13 and 17. 13 is smaller than 17. In the second case, we have equal whole parts, so we compare the decimal parts. Here 83 is greater than 62, so the first number is greater than the second. In the third case, we have same whole parts, but in the decimal parts, we don't have the same number of digits. So we add useless zeros, then we compare the decimal parts. Like in this example, we have 9 in the decimal part, there we have 241, 3 digits there, so we add 2 useless zeros to 9, and now we have 3 digits and 3 digits in decimal part, so we can compare. 900 is greater than 241. A new exercise now. Put in an increasing order the following numbers. We have these numbers, and we have different whole parts, and we have different decimal parts, and we need to put them in an increasing order. But first, let us remember the meaning of increasing. Increasing order or ascending order means to put the numbers from small to big. And to remember the increasing sign, this is the increasing sign. We can draw circles in it to check that it's correct. You see how the circles are getting bigger? From small to big. Now for the decreasing sign, or we can say descending order, we put the numbers from big to small, and the decreasing sign is like this. To check that it's correct, we draw circles in it. We notice that the circles are getting smaller. Now back to the exercise, we need to put them in order, but we can notice that we have different whole parts, but not all of them are different. We have two numbers having 5 in the whole part, three numbers having 6 in the whole part, and one number having 7 in the whole part. We know this one is the greatest. So to compare the numbers, we need to compare decimal parts. And here we have 2 digits at the point, 3 digits, 1 digit, 2 digits, and 1 digit. So it's unfair. We need to add useless zeros so that we get 3 digits in the decimal part. Yes, you see, now it is fair. Now we can compare. We start by comparing the numbers having 5 in the whole part. 5.231 and 5.120. Compare the decimal parts. 120 is less than 231, so we start with 5.120. Less than 200. 5.231. Now we continue. Now let's take numbers having 6 in the whole parts. We can notice that this one is the least, 6.008, then 6.250, then 6.800. Now we are left with the last number, which is 7.900. It is the greatest. We're done with this objective. We know now how we compare decimal numbers and how we put them in an increasing or a decreasing order. The trick here, the gold rule, is to use useless zeros in the decimal parts. Thank you so much.